Talk to me, Boulder.
Glad to be back. We never start recruiting, so I haven't left doing that.
We're chopping up with our guy TJ from College Football Addiction. Once again, TJ, I appreciate you pulling up as usual. I wanted to talk to you about the Diego Pavia ripple effect that's going to potentially hit all through college football. For those uninitiated, Diego Pavia had put in a filed a lawsuit basically against NCAA and wanted an injunction on them preventing him from playing another year of college football. The basis of his argument is that his time in JUCO shouldn't count because he couldn't capitalize on NIL. You may be asking, Jay, why are we talking about Vanderbilt's quarterback at Colorado, and what does that have to do with each other? Well, the Buffs have one veteran player on the roster that could benefit from that, and that's Preston Hodge, the corner/safety that came and transferred in from Liberty. Before he was at Liberty, he played ball in JUCO at Navarro College. If this ruling goes through and this injunction goes in and Preston decides that he doesn't want to go pro yet or doesn't feel like he can go pro yet and that he could play another year of college football to get his stock up, there's a chance he could be back at Colorado. TJ, what does that look like at the national level, and how do you feel like that would be impactful to everybody?
Yeah, I mean, whether some people love this, some people hate it, I really don't have a strong opinion one way or the other. Like, I don't want to say I don't care, but like, it's not moving the needle in a massive way for me. But what it is going to do is it's going to make kids aware of their situations. Like you've seen, because of NIL, because of the portal, because of different things, kids have changed the direction that they'll go. Maybe they don't go to JUCO. Maybe they go to a smaller school. And so it's going to change guys that just aren't ready or academically need some help or whatever the situation is. It's just going to change the mindset. Now, on the Buffs specifically, getting Hodge back for another year would be massive. You're already losing the best player in the country. We'll talk about in a minute. Your Heisman Trophy winner from that secondary. And so getting Hodge, another Liberty grad, shout out Flames, back for another year, or even just the potential to bring him back for another year, is huge for the Buffs. But this just brings a great awareness to college football to know guys don't feel like there's nothing worse than a guy being rushed along, right? We see this in the NFL too much. Guys thrown in the fire at quarterback or wherever, and they're just rushed along. And they don't get that time to truly develop, whether that's developing physically, developing mentally, developing just emotionally, whatever their situation is. It's not making guys make decisions based on money. Right? Like, I can go the JUCO route, I can go play at this level and then not lose eligibility in the NCAA for a Power 4 team or an FCS, whatever it is. It just makes them more aware, and it makes them not rush into situations. Now, obviously for Pavia, Hodge, others that are impacted by it, they didn't know that this was going to happen, right? But it just brings a better awareness to college athletics now, and guys not just trying to chase a bag or trying to, you see all the time. We didn't know if this guy would qualify academically, but we took him in our signing class anyway because we thought there was a chance. Now the guys can just go take care of what they need to take care of, and then when they're ready to play at this stage, they can do it. People are very against this in some circles, and get it done, this, that, and the other. One of my favorite players of all time, I mean, you see the Florida State football behind me. Chris Winkie went and played professional baseball for years and years and years, and then got to come in and play. Like, I know that it's JUCO versus MLB, but like, come on. Like, this isn't like the same thing. Like, guys going off to the military or going to do this and then coming back and playing as an older player. It's not that big of a deal. Nobody's using the JUCO system to take advantage of the system, right? Like, come on, get out of here with that. Like, so yeah, it's great for Hodge if he's able to come back, or if he wants to come back. It's great for Pavia, who obviously will capitalize a ton on NIL because of their win against Alabama. That guy's not going to go play in the NFL this year. This is a great thing for him. And so, yeah, I'm honestly, I said earlier, I didn't have a strong opinion. I probably lean towards being okay with it because honestly, like, stop ruining fun. This is college football. Like, quit being a downer or a Karen. But huge for Hodge too, if he's able to make it happen.
No, I totally agree. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, especially because, like you said, with JUCO, you're only there for 2 years anyway. That means that you'll end up playing potentially at the D1, D2 level, FBS, FCS level for 4 years. You get that 4 year setup. And that's 6 total years of college. We've got dudes playing 8 years of college football right now. Like,
and it's not like you're if Travis Hunter would have gone the JUCO route, right? I know he's not. But first of all, a player of that caliber is not using it to take advantage. Like, these are guys that are not ready to play at this level. And let me just tell you something. If they become ready and if they ball out in a year or two at the FBS, they're not staying in school just for that. Like, they're going to the NFL, right? They're not going to exhaust it. It's for guys that really could. How many people is this really impact? Like, how many people are truly going to go the 6-year route in college football and still be difference makers, still be, without going to the NFL or without getting passed up by another recruit? I don't know. The people freaking out about this there are more important things in life and in college athletics to freak out about than a JUCO kid getting to play an extra year or two.
Yeah. Just playing, getting a couple extra years, getting them refined. Heck, that may actually infuse something into the JUCO system and, help improve, some of this transfer portal stuff. That's the one thing that people are super concerned about is players jumping from team to team over and over. Well, a lot of them are moving around because either A, they aren't ready from the beginning, or B, they're looking for that bag. And so this is a good way of having guys kind of sitting in the cut if they're not ready and handling their business and moving forward. But I like the idea that if they make that happen, that's a big piece for, like you said, Preston Stone gets to come back for another year and allows Colorado to keep some veteran presence in that secondary because, as you get, you look at the depth chart here, starting to lose some really good guys, and then, like I said, Heisman Trophy winner's gone. You lose Travis Hunter, kind of hurts a little bit there. That takes in a massive dent out of what you were doing because people were avoiding his side of the field. Now they're going to be able to go, and they're going to try to pass on both sides. But if Coach Mathis as well as Coach Prime has anything to say about it, they'll be able to eliminate both sides. But do you think in the end that Diego Pavia wins this suit?
Probably. The NCAA loses every lawsuit that gets brought against them. Like there's no real, in my mind, there's no real way that the NCAA wins in court on anything. So I'd be pretty surprised if he doesn't win.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking at this. I'm like, there's a very good chance that this man wins, and then it's basically a done deal for the NCAA. This should be the nail in the coffin for them. But anyway, we've got revenue sharing coming. The lawsuit from House versus NCAA should wrap up. And once that kicks in, it's a done deal for what the NCAA is going to be doing over there. I'm ready for it. Pretty excited that I'm pretty excited for the opportunity that Preston Hodge can actually come back out and play. And so, man, we had TJ here from College Football Addiction. TJ, man, I appreciate you pulling up. Let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, like you said, College Football Addiction here on YouTube. You can come check us out. We do a lot of national stuff, but we throw some Buffs love in there once or twice a week too. So come check us out, College Football Addiction. If you have another team you support in addition to Coach Prime, we probably talk about your team too. So come hang out with us.
Yep, it's right in the description below. So thank y'all for pulling up. We'll have some more videos coming down the line. So just stick around. Me and TJ is going to do a lot more mashups, and we'll talk soon.